So welcome everyone, my name is Tamás Kovalcsik, and this is regional analysis tutorial video course, and in this video I will introduce you to how can we calculate the weighted GINI index. In the last video I showed that how can we calculate GINI for the absolute values, but if we have GDP per capita, for example, for 2006, GDP absolute value multiply by million, because this is a million euro number, so 60, and divided by the population. This is GDP per capita, and we are curious about the GINI index for these data set, so we have to use the weighted form of the GINI index. This is it. This is the same and really similar to the unweighted GINI, but we have a weight which is, in this case, GDP per capita is the population. So the F value is the weight value, and we have to multiply by the weight for every differences in the matrix, and in the upper side of in the downside the formula we have to divide it by the square of the summary of the weight square with all of the differences. So how can we do that in the Excel? For the first time we have to copy the code, the population, and the GDP as well for another sheet in the Excel. Values, paste by values, and for in the first step we have to calculate the numbers, the GDP per capita numbers. So we have to multiply by 1 million the GDP number and divide it by the population, and this is GDP per capita 2006. Okay. And after that we have to insert a row to upper side in the Excel, and we have to copy the population number and the GDP per capita numbers. No, sorry, we have to copy the GDP per capita numbers, just the GDP per capita numbers, by and paste it in the right hand side, just the values, because this is just the formula form and this is the value form, and delete the column, the formula form column for just the value form. And after that we should copy the population and the GDP per capita to the transpose. Yeah. And in this we have to use the absolute function and the differences, just like the unweighted form of the GINI index, and we have to fix the column that numbers we have column form of the dataset and the row number if we have the row form of the dataset, and fix it and multiply by the weight, the population, and the population as well, because we have the Fi and Fg population, the weight, and we have to multiply by these numbers and fix also the column and fix the row sign, and that's it. And calculate all of the cells of the matrix and double click. We have this part of the formula. Not yet, because we have to summarize it all of the matrix, but we have to calculate the average number, which we not use the average. We use the summary of the GDP and divided by the summary of the population. Okay, and multiply by 1 million because of the right euro form. Oh, not some. Yeah, this is it. And after that, we should make a summarizing also the weight, the population, the population, and after that we can just calculating the GINI summary of all of the numbers in the matrix. Don't put the summarizing formula, the GDP per capita and the population as well, just the matrix number, and divided by 2 and divided by the summary of the population 2 times and divided by the average number of the GDP per capita. And we have the unweighted the weighted GINI index for the GDP per capita in the V4 countries: Czechia, Hungary, Poland and Slovakia. And this is the way for calculation of the weighted GINI index. Practice the other values of the dataset. You can calculate the GINI for the unemployment rate and the GDP per capita for the other years, the 2010 and 2015. Okay, thank you for your attention. In the next video we will discuss how can we calculate and visualize the Lorenz curve. Bye.